Poetry Corner. Poetry Corner. The Poetry Corner.
The Poetry Corner.
The Poetry Corner.
The Poetry Corner. Good evening, everybody. It's another Tuesday Poetry Corner. Welcome with our guest tonight. And I'm going to pass it on right now to Valerie Lorraine. I'm your host, King Atterbury.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Poetry Corner. Please take a moment and like and subscribe to our channel. We're very happy to have you here. We have an excellent lineup of guests. Right now, I'm going to bring Queen Liberati to the center stage.
Hi, guys. Hello, everybody.
King?
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm great, King. How are you?
Feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you can make it tonight.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah, so how about you let the world know what you got going on, give them your name and everything, and the platform is yours.
All right, thank you. So I'm Queen Liberati. I'm from New York, Manhattan, the Lower East Side to be exact. I have a couple of shows coming up. I have one coming up on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. So pretty busy. I guess I'll get right into it. I should spit something like my mission statement. God kissed my lips with lyrics like the sun kissed the oranges. I'm an alien on this earth like the third world foreigners. I live in this world, but I'm not of it. A pilgrim in this land, a soldier of the dunamis, ambassador of the one who ever lives, Christ the once dead and forever resurrected. I was born to spit. Cough flows out of my esophagus, make my trachea bleed. That's how hot it is. Created to spit like cockroaches and vultures eat the dead man's carcasses. My duty, my job, my purposes to ignite and edify those of the edifice. Offer optimism to the pessimist, shed some light and expel the darkness, and ultimately show them who God is. Hit the street with my poetry. Let every thug know me. Holla at your girl, homie. They rap a taste, I rap a meal and season it like my daddy showed me. They've got their flow, mad dough and bling bling. I've got real glow, my soul and clang clang. Cause I clung to the one who hung on a cursed tree to produce blessed flow through his blood flow for me. Uncoagulated, his blood flow got me jubilated. He's the wine and spirit that had me intoxicated. I'm sipping, I'm lying, I gulp it. I'm a lush when it comes to the foolproof, the high potent. Drink it straight, no diluting it. Drunk, but not as you suppose. It's the spirit. Filled with his Holy Ghost, no confusing it. Filled with his Holy Ghost, no confusing it. Thank you so much for letting me speak out on my mission statement.
Excellent.
Wow.
All right.
Queen, that was amazing. You mentioned that you have some shows. Whereabouts can we find you for those shows?
So you can go to Brooklyn. We will be at the B&K Lobster it's a ladies' night production out in Brooklyn, Flatbush, 589 Flatbush Avenue for that. Then I'm going to also be at a gala for mental health awareness on Saturday in Flushing, and I'll be at the Bronx Park. I forgot the name. I'll get that to you later on if that's okay. Bronx Park for community awareness as well. Outreach on Sunday, the 28th.
Lovely. And where can people find you on social media?
My handle is Queen Liberati for everything. The only thing that I don't use Queen Liberati for is the actual book that I published So I go by my real name, Shirley Tuzan. But you can definitely find me on YouTube, Queen Liberati, Instagram, Queen Liberati. I also have a new Facebook page, Queen Liberati, and my other Facebook page is Shirley Tuzan, just like my book for my book. So
Oh, nice.
thank you for that.
Okay, so people can find your book by clicking on Amazon or hitting your DMs on any one of your
On any of my
social medias.
platforms, you can find my book on my platform, and it's also on Amazon. If you want a signed copy, just hit me up in my DMs, and I'll definitely have one out to you. Or you can go on Amazon if you want it from Kindle or paperback. It's up to you how you feel about that. Support, support, support.
Absolutely. Oh, congratulations. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so next we are going to bring up Steve, center stage.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going, Steve?
Yeah, it's good. I'm a bit tired. It's 2:00 in the morning here, so.
Well,
but I'm hanging on well. Yeah.
That's what's up. Welcome back to Poetry Corner, man. No.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I'd be on it more often if it wasn't for the time difference. But
yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
that's what's up, though. Why don't you let some of the people who probably never seen you on this show, let them know what you got going on. Who is Steve? Thoughts by Steve.
Okay, so my name is actually Stephen Buttigieg. Some of you Americans might have heard of my surname because you've got a politician with the same name as mine. But anyway, but my handle on Instagram is, as you can see on screen, @thoughts_by_Steve. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter with exactly the same handle too. And I am, some people call me a storyteller. Some people call me a bit of everything. I'm more a bit of everything than a storyteller. So I'll have a couple of poems which are stories, and others are just not stories. They're more fun. So yeah. First one I'm going to do is a piece about a character that many of you will probably know. His name's Peter. And the poem's called They Call Me Peter. It was that time of day again. So I pulled over in the usual spot, parked my ride in the shadows, took my Fed from the passenger seat and got out. It was going to be another long night. I leant against the pock-marked brick, one foot in a puddle, and watched as the welcome sign above the gate flickered despondently. It was raining, the type of drip, drip, drizzle that made it feel like there was going to be no tomorrow. I placed the fedora firmly on my head. It was an old friend, and together with the trench coat that had seen better times was currently the best company I had. I waited. Time passed. This gig used to be fun, welcoming good souls warmed the heart, but recently business had been poor. So I took out a cigarette and raised a match to it. The red tip shone like a warning light in the mist. I took a drag, inhaled deeply, accepted the warmth gratefully, then exhaled little smoky halos. It used to be my party trick, but there was no one to see it tonight. In the square, the sign pointing to the gardens swung aimlessly in the foggy breeze, creaking in complaint. More time passed. Still, nobody came. I was well into my third smoke now. More halos blown, more dissipated into the nothingness. The night was silent, bar the sound of dripping water and one loud, mocking laugh coming from a distance. And yes, I knew who that was. The competition had been doing well lately. I guess no good souls would be passing through the pearly gates tonight. Again.
Mm-mm-mm. Definitely the storyteller.
Yeah,
So let us
definitely.
know, do you have any shows going on? Where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, at the moment, I don't have any sort of regularly scheduled shows. I pop into lives, or I co-host lives from time to time, but because I'm very busy with finishing my first book, I've taken part in an anthology which is coming out soon with a handful of Instagram poets. But now I'm doing my first solo book, so I'm working on that, and I'm hoping that around Christmas time that will be out. So yeah, watch this space.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Congratulations.
Word.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to keep on moving along. We have Mr. Camille Black joining us. I'm going to bring him up front and center stage. Welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are we doing tonight?
Excellent, excellent. King?
Good.
So what's good, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm just here to, enjoy some poetry, hear some familiar poets and unfamiliar poets do their thing, and I'm here to enjoy the vibe, spread the love.
Look, man, we appreciate you coming through tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Out
you.
of your time and space and everything. But why don't you let the world know what you got going on and who is Camille Black?
Absolutely. My name is Camille Black. I'm a father, a brother, a son, all those great things. I'm a poet, a writer, an author as well. And I do have a show, actually. I have two shows, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Poetry Battles. It's a show called Mosaic Mondays, and we do 10-minute live writes. So that's what we do there. And the first Friday of every month, on Origin of Thought, 8 p.m. as well, first Friday first Friday of every month, and that's called Finding Your Silver Lining. So that's more of a talk show. But yes, that's what I do, and that's what it is. I love it.
That's awesome. And I'm aware of both shows. They're both wildly popular. So congratulations on the success of those.
Thank you kindly.
And do you know that you're working on a manuscript right now as well? So congratulations on that.
Yes, thank you. I'm also part of an anthology of a collection of poets as well. I believe Steve might be a part of that same collection.
Oh, nice. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Let's give you the stage and allow everyone to hear your work.
Awesome. So I understand we get one piece, correct?
We're going in rotation, so one piece at a time, yes.
Perfect. Okay, great. So the first one I'm going to share will be about me, and this one is called Concrete Thorns Glow. There was a time when I feared the words that would escape my personally assigned asylum. I learned to lather my thoughts to speak cleanly, just so my verbiage did not spill out as sludge upon untainted ideals. As a youth, I tried to provoke the ache of others with nouns I flung disguised as a bouquet of rosy jokes. Half the time it was an accident. Other times it was me being a naive Camille Black. Prior to the traumas, prior to my eyes being able to visualize others' shoes with my feet in them, I had to feel the ugly of the world before I could hear its beauty. I then learned the art of speaking the sweetest sentences that open people's tired hearts. Equipped with delicate syllables, I now choose to peruse the past pains and future joys of the ones I endeavor to enjoy and endure. The purity of growth is often stained with disdain for the system I seek to more than exist in, and yet the seeds I have planted on my way have grown through the concrete of my previously bruised ego and indoctrinated hate. I choose to bring the thorns of joy with me in every conversation as part of my positivity invasion. I abstain from the hunger pains that calamity affords. Centuries of historically bad ideas birth new prismatic petals of light to shine on me. Mistakes bend my luminescent stem, while planting better days illuminates the way ahead. The drunken mind rusts our inhibitions to reciprocate spiteful speech. I still germinate in search of being whole, and my history lessened the journey to bloom full circle. Blackout.
Mm,
All right, Camille. That's what's up, brother.
beautiful.
Thank
As
you.
Definitely
Brilliant.
always.
dope piece, man. Dope piece.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Excellent. Okay. Welcome everybody who's joining us. It's wonderful to see all the comments coming up on the screen. Would like it if you would like and subscribe to the channel, give you the opportunity to get notified of all shows coming forward. We host this show every week and bring you all kinds of different poets. My name is Valerie Lorraine. I'm an author. My first book, Falling, is out on Amazon. And you can also get a hold of me through DM on social media. You can find me at Valerie Lorraine _poetic author on Instagram. I'd be happy to arrange a signed copy for you. I have this piece from the book. It's on page 125, and it's called Withering. I would rather have not known you than feel this pain. I didn't need to have you lift me up only to drop me again. There is nothing as withering as rain on the soul. So much to learn about myself still, and it takes a toll. I trust, I love, and then I judge. I hurt, and I blame only myself for the pain. It has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with me. Valerie Lorraine.
Mm. Nice.
All right, Valerie.
Thank you, friends.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm going to introduce King now. He has a multitude of books, and he is a wonderful author. So, King, let's get a piece out of you.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm King Atterbury, Joel Washington Atterbury. And the piece I'm about to start is called Freedom. My release to unleash any peace within my rights, ignite a certain type, whether or not whoever like, verbalize my thoughts on any matter that may arrive, dissect the hidden lies that the government prescribe, open doors to the truth after meeting of the minds, underground inking lines through this craft, my poems shine. Leaders only lead and then they leave only to breathe. Speakers inside a house that are diseased can't even please. Walking inside the politics of policy, their democracy. More like hypocrisy, build a mental portal, honestly. With no exaggeration, kill relation on persuasion. Anger of civilization and steady waiting and debating. Devoted upon the right and wrong, standing bold and strong. For how long will they try and break the bond of a race that's strong? Manipulating the strength with complexity of 2 cents. Remove the strain from the brain and utilize common sense. King.
That's the way to do it.
Thank you.
So, before you leave that center screen, I'm going to ask you, how many books do you have out now, sir?
Now, to date, I have 18 published books that are available on Amazon. I am.
Let's go, King.
Awesome.
And in a couple of weeks, I'll be coming out with my 19th book, which
Congratulations.
is called Monetary Potential. So, and
Excellent.
this is one of the books right here, The Brighter Side of Me.
Beautiful cover.
Joel Washington Atterbury. Thank you.
Way to go. Okay, well, we're going to keep moving right along here. We're going to bring Queen back up, Queen Liberati, get her to spit her second piece for us.
All right, guys. Everybody's been so amazing thus far. I'm so happy to be a part of this auspicious occasion. And I'm going to go right into Magenta Rain. This is one of my softer pieces. It's called Magenta Rain again. Gold promises dipped in white lies. I see your blue eyes, which are really brown. Staring me down to the ground, you lack color, so I guess I'm colorblind. I see no color here except for the fact that the grass looks greener on the other side, but oh my. I peeped the brown patch where a whole chunk of green was missing. Who was I kidding? Portraying myself as colorless. I love color. I love bold colors that make the loudest statements yet bring so much beauty into my retina's path. I waited for you at the corner of the bluest ocean where you said you'd meet me at. I waited for hours until the rainbow in the sky disappeared into a pitch black night. Memories of you faded like bleached fabric. I saw nothing but the mesher abandonment left behind. The moon cried as I whispered to it, "Where's the sun to light up the sky? Why did it go and hide?" Your face vanished in the ocean. My imagination of you escaped in the rippling effect of the ocean's wave. I loved you in hues of deep pinks, reds, and purples. Most vivid, my devotion to you would have been immersed in fuchsias. I emoted from the depths of my heart's many facets. The brilliance of what I had to give you was scintillating, breathtaking to say the least. Maybe a bit narcissistic, but I love in a way that cannot be duplicated. It's likened unto a child's love in the most rarest form. My love is innocent. Needless to say, it's a rare jewel. I know that I'm not the best, but my love is, in a word, genuine. I admit I have regrets. I should have never left. I should have stayed even after your face vanished into the ocean's depths. Your complexion was brown mixed with a hint of cinnamon and a dash of nutmeg. Your colors are neutral. But I was intrigued by all your flavor, and I still taste your love. Since you went away, the universe has been trying to force me into a big black hole. It's been brutal trying to keep me away from all the bright lights that excite me and give me the energy to be, to live, to love, to laugh, to paint the town red with my love. The smell of clementine provokes memories of you wearing an orange tea that sent me to the Milky Way and back. I fell off the bed and woke up just when the magenta rain started to fall. And that's that piece.
All right.
Oh man.
I'm a
Beautiful
little
use of
cross-eyed
color.
because, you know,
I
I
love the
got
play on
bars.
colors. I loved it. Yeah.
That was definitely
Gorgeous.
that was dope. Yeah,
Beautiful.
Man, dope and fly.
Thank you, guys.
That was wonderful. Great use of colors. Absolutely adore that piece. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to bring up Steve, the storyteller and everything poet.
Yeah. For my next piece, I got a piece actually because on Sunday it was the first time that I've performed to a live audience, not on screen. So it was a new experience for me, and I was trying to I spent a lot of time trying to decide what to read, and this was one of the poems that I did, and it's, well, poetry and love, they go hand in hand, but this is how I do a love poem. It's called Lost in Your Spaghetti. Have you ever been lost in your spaghetti, tracing the noodly paths that swirl and crisscross the tomato sauce sea? I have. I've also watched in fascination as the pasta wires slithered and danced as they were captured on the four prongs of a twisting fork. I watched them wriggle in fear as the fork pulled them away from their safe haven and brought them closer to their end. I've been transfixed as they passed through your lips and slowly disappeared until that final moment that ended with a quiet swoosh of satisfaction. And then they were gone. All that was left was a tiny drop of sauce on your lower lip that I so wanted to kiss away. Have you ever been lost in your spaghetti? I have.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, Steve.
I love that.
I've been
All
lost
right,
before.
brother.
I've been lost.
That's what's up.
So great. So great. This has been an incredible show so far. As the banner just came up, do remember to like and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to make you part of our family. We also have a page on Facebook. It is as well called the Poetry Corner. If you are a poetry lover, you're welcome to go there. You're going to see a multitude of poets and their work. If you are a poet just join the page. You can put up your poetry. You can post your coming events. You can post your books. You can just join in this wonderful community. I'm sure that you'd enjoy it. Now I'm going to bring up Camille.
Yes, yes. I'm honestly honored to share the screen with you guys, and you guys are amazing. I just want to put that out there before I get started. Thank you all. So this piece, it's crazy that the rest of you have chosen love poems to share, because I had this one ready and queued up. So it was really cool to see the mood shift here. So this one is dedicated to my beautiful wife, Katie. And this poem's called Loved Language. I still doodle your name. Like a juvenile crush, crumpled notes and candied quotes still scribble across my mind every time I close my eyes. We have physically touched in ways we could only previously dream. I still doodle your name because you have sentenced me to life and you punctuate my days. The words of affirmations we speak to each other have been steeped deep in fermentation. I still doodle your name because you are sketched in my brain and etched on my heart. Our story was art from the very start. The quality time we spend has only cost us eternity, and the fee is easily given freely. I still doodle your name. Since your smile has been written in my lifelines and your lips are immortalized in my sense of time, we have given us the gift of pitter patters, little chitter chatters, 2 new chapters that blossom into conversations of kitty contemplation. I still doodle your name because must be why my feelings for you could never fit subscribed in the margins or sides of the page. Our acts of service are no performance, for everything we do is for you, for me, for us with glee. I still doodle your name with a plus sign next to mine, wrapped in hearts, in the ink of our affections penned in love without end. Blackout.
That's so
All right,
beautiful.
Camille.
It's
Thank
No,
brought
that's a
tears.
love
It
poem.
really,
Yeah,
it shed tears. Like I'm
definitely.
crying. Like
Thank
that
you.
one.
Yeah.
Shifting polarities around here.
Right? Well, you know what? This love poetess has a soft spot for when she hears love poetry. So I am being incredibly entertained here tonight. Thank you all. Queen, we're going to bring it back right to you.
Well, since we're in a love mood, I'm going to go into, give me 1 second to pull it up real quick. Unrequited love. I don't know if any of you have ever been in a heartbreak or phantom love affair, anything that was not reciprocated. This right here is for all of you out here who's been hurt in that way. And the name of this, you helped me name it, is Notorious Love. R.I.P.
That was a fun night.
One day we'll cross paths, we'll say hi and smile at one another, only like lovers do. But for now, I let go of any hopes of us two being the one flesh made of two. Twain disappeared, vanished in the wind, leaving no residue, no trace of I, for I am you. I let go of all of my ideas and obsessive notions that were soulmates. No longer will I pontificate that no one else will do, judging their motives and intentions and their true love for you. When you and I alone are the purest form of unadulterated love, I cease like the period, stopping everything. Nothing behind the period matters. I start fresh. I start tall. Nothing small. I uppercase my destiny. Only God will capitalize off of my energy. You will no longer be allowed to enter my dreams, interrupting my reality with desires that won't ever materialize. I'm taking control of my life. I'm severing this bond. I'm breaking this soul tie. Knotted for years, a laundry list of fears and a litany of spilled bottles of tears that have done nothing but flood me with overwhelming pain. I've been a sufferer of love. Love Lorne, this diagnosis of love sickness has left me broken and empty. I vow to myself that whenever I think of you, I solemnly swear to love me. I promise, whenever you cross my mind, to smile and outwardly confess that no one is above me but the one who made me love. I'll fight with every fiber of my being to discount every craving. I'll put to fight all yearning. I'll nullify all longing and stupefy all the spirits that try to bind us together. While apart, our hearts beat the same measures. In the dark, I'm blinded by immense treasures, beautiful gems of mysteries that won't allow me to rest. Sleeplessness, friend of my quest to find you. But I no longer can hunt, chase, pursue after you, for you already know that I love you. I'm not sure that you love me too. Though my dreams W him that my soul loves, I'm exhausted with belief, drunken in grief, mourning the man of my dreams, but I need to rest in peace. Holding on to a dream, my fingerprints are all over the scene of reverie. Our DNAs have met, and I guarantee you, if dreams are real, then I've been with you already. I'm tired, wearied, I can do no longer. Do this to myself. Since you failed to love me, I now gather all the broken pieces of my heart that have been remaining on your shelf, glue it back together, and move on to love myself. One day, we'll cross paths. We'll say hi and smile at one another like lovers do. But for now, I let go of any hopes of us two being the one flesh made of two. Twain disappeared, vanished in the wind, leaving no residue, no trace of I, for I am you.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you an applause on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
That was
That's
the
the way
most,
to do it.
that was
That was
such a
dope.
powerful, powerful piece.
Definitely
Golly.
was, Queen.
Thank you so much. I'm
Yeah.
so overwhelmed with the love of this because these are archived. These are archived and never really. I just started reading them because of Valerie. Like literally, when I go on there and I see the different ways and the different cadences, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to share these things now because I come off hard, but I'm soft too.
Gorgeous. And I'm not too sure what I appreciate more, the words or the power that it comes, the power and the softness that is entwined in your voice as you read it. It's a package deal. It's a package deal. Nice job. All right. What a great show. We're just having a wonderful time. And it is so lovely to see all of the comments happening here. Thank you so much for joining us. We love having you here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And we want to make sure that you get notified of all upcoming shows. I'm going to bring Steve back up and see what he's got in his back pocket for us.
I've got something. Hey there, I've got something a little different. I'm going to indulge myself.
Okay.
One of my, probably one of the most constant things in my life has been the sport of basketball, despite living in Europe, being a short white man. I've been involved in basketball for many, many a year. I've coached basketball for years. And I've always tried to write a poem about basketball and never managed. And then about 2 months ago, I managed. And this actually will be the last poem in my book. That's only the other poems I'm still, deciding where to place them and stuff like that. But this will be the last poem in my book because, it's the buzzer beater. And that comes at the end of the match.
Okay.
And it's one poem which I wrote a slightly different style because every line starts with the same word. So here goes. This is the buzzer beater. The blow of the whistle, the cheer of the crowd, the deliberate walk to the bench, the wiping of sweat, the exchanging of looks, the acknowledgement, the words of the coach, the lines on the board, the sipping of water, the joining of minds, the joining of hands, the simultaneous cry, the emptying of the mind, the closing of eyes, the recognition of the moment, the rush of adrenaline, the deep inhalation, the long exhalation, the readiness, the focus of the mind, the blur of the crowd, the slowing of time, the blocking out of sound, the strut to the spot, the second on the clock, the glance at the foe, the meeting of eyes, the steadiness of stare, the start of the dance, the feint to the left, the stop, the screech of the souls, the changing of direction, the setting of a screen, the acceleration, the rubbing of shoulders, the moment of freedom, the pass of the ball, the concentrated catch, the simultaneous turn, the eyes on the hoop, the immediate elevation, the gentle fade, the focus on the rim, the extension of the arm, the flick of the wrist, the focus, the follow through, the focus, the coming to earth, the focus, the watching, the knowing, the watching, the culmination, the buzzer beater.
Wow.
Love that poem.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
That
fantastic.
was dope, Steve. Word up.
And Steve,
Like-
you know, I just want to tell you that that is the first time that I've heard somebody put a book together the way that I have put my books together. I always know the first poem, and I always know the last poem. It's just
Yeah.
for me.
Those are
That's
probably the only two I know
Yeah.
my first and I know my last, and what's going in between is still, I'm playing around with them, but yeah, I'll get there eventually.
absolutely. Well,
That's what's up,
congratulations.
So,
That was a fantastic piece.
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to slide straight over to Mr. Camille Black again.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. This piece is one of my favorite public service announcements. This one is called Fashion Faux Pas.
Mm.
Loitering the halls of your per diem, you will cross paths with a collection of dishonest faces. If your discernment is keen, you will see the fascia of fakes, beings of living pretense dressed to the nines in falsified finery, pining to wine and dine you with a bottle of Merlot aged in superficial concern, paired with a heaping helping of plastic platitudes, served well done, but cool to the touch. Sporting waistcoats woven with lies, black ties shimmering with concealed hate. Beware the jealousy in jeans, draping fraudulent friendlies, all gussied up in premeditated misdirection, a reprehensible synthetic affection. If you pay attention, you will see the crisp shirts wrinkled with deceit, softened with empty well wishes. Be mindful of hand-stitched hide jackets colored red with choreographed smiles, hiding itineraries rife with blood-sucking practices, tailored pants with dabbles of fabricated fables designed to tear you down. They would prefer you blinded by bespoke blouses of emerald beaded sequin, masking the underlying intentions of the envious. You may witness those in knitted couture styled in dual-breasted double cross as they strut across your path, hoping you don't notice the knockoff. Time out. Stop. Take notice. Unravel the threads of treachery, patterned and fashioned to mimic concocted connections. Once the garments are removed, the naked revelations fall victim to the cold judgment of truth. Pride imbibed will leave you hung over the edge of redemption's runway, where your mirrored image is unrecognizable. Dress to impress your inner self, because the fitted facts are the only way to wear your skin. And anyone that tells you differently wants you trapped in their design. Blackout.
All right, brother. All right. Yeah,
The way,
man.
the way you throw in alliteration, just, here, there, and everywhere.
Mhm.
Brilliant.
What's up, man?
I think
Thank
we're
you.
going to have to refer to you as the Wizard of Words.
Thank you.
I love that.
choreograph smiles for me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a real thing, man. It's real out there. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. You know what? We are moving along here. I think what we're going to have time for is one more round. We're going to go straight to Queen, then we'll go to Steve, Camille, myself, and we'll let King close the show. So here we go. Right back to you, Queen.
Here I go, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you my ode to love. We're going to keep in the love progression here. I don't want to make excuses. My voice will probably crack, but I'm not going to pussy. Excuse me. I hope I wasn't. I'm sorry if I cursed, but I'm not going to not do it because of my voice cracking. I have to sing the sonnet that goes to the poem, if that's all right with you guys.
Go for it.
So 10 toes down. This is for the band that broke my heart. I deserve all the love in the world because of you. All right, so I'm falling. I'm falling for you. I'm falling for you. Baby, I'm falling for you. I love you, Clark Kent. You don't need to go inside no booth because you're already my Superman. And I'll love you like only Lois can. I'll fight the kryptonite, baby. And when they try to keep you down, baby, I'll put you on my wings and we gon' fly high, baby. I love you, Clark Kent. Love, I love you. Emphatically enthralled with every fiber, every tendon, every sinew, every molecule of clay, every particle of dust compiled by the dirt of the ground to make you, encapsulated behind skin and bones. Love, I yearn you, the real you, not just what my retina sees, but I see beyond your physical being. This yearning supersedes any need for me to be just another rolling in the hay and just another freak in between the sheets. You are my Boaz, the man of my dreams. I yearn for the day when reverie is reality and reality reverie, where everything's up in my face like nose hairs 3D, live and live in color, vivid HD, because in my imagination, nothing's in black and white. In my mind's eyes, I watch you play in my mental big screen. You are my movie. And as your audience, nothing in this world can move me. I'm your biggest fan behind the scenes, your number one groupie. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right, so sue me. This intergalactical supernatural journey movie called life, playing the supporting role as your best friend, your help meet your lover, your wife, always by your side like that rip that used to reside, taken out of you so that I'd come alive. Animated in my full elements, bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh, presented to you as the softer version of you, the weaker vessel, made with delicate tissue so your head could be nestled right at my chest. Find comfort in them, ravish my breast so that your thoughts and your worries could be put to rest. It was never good for man to be alone. How soon do we forget the Garden of Eden where we first met? I being made in your image as you slept together, you and me. We were closer than a mother and a fetus. Is it safe to say that at one point that this rib was your fetus? You gave birth to me, not see, but side section. Purpose by design. When you see us, you see God's reflection. This love that I have in my heart for you has been placed here without my requesting. It's my God-given birthright, not a suggestion. I will love you forever. I will pray for you before we ever meet. Our souls made together, I will honor you before we even speak. So love, wherever in this world you may be, just know that I am on bended knees, praying daily that when you wake from your sleep, the good thing presented to you will be me. Love, I love you. That's that.
Wow!
Applause. I mean, you deserve an applause.
And that's
Ooh.
That was dope.
got her name Queen.
I don't know who he
Yeah.
is. I think he's a Jamaican.
Right? Yes.
Where it came
I
from.
got goosebumps. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you that.
Yeah, I mean,
Awesome. Powerful.
I got to follow that.
Yes,
Glad-
you do. But I'll tell you one thing: you can carry your own, sir.
Macaroons.
I'm glad it's not me.
All right. A little pressure applied, but I know you're good for it. You won't come out worse for the wear.
Yeah, mine has an underlying sort of love thing.
Okay.
Underlying.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's a very surreal fantasy poem. So yeah, I hope people get it. So here we go. This is called Self Encounters. The sun was crying just before it set. Perfect droplets of crimson fire fell softly on the black lake that slept in the thickets just beyond the Garden of Peace. The rich smell of burnt petrichor was released as the brimstone rain married the waters of death below. The hiss of endearments past rose with the heat as evaporated souls that lingered in the atmosphere until they cooled and returned to their resting place, condensed as they were. However, a few free spirits were carried on a silent wind and left to seek fulfillment in another world. I felt the flicker of breath beside me, the faintest hint of life. It was refreshing in the dank humidity of summer and continued to circle me even when the draft of the eve had long gone to sleep. It was the strangest of things. The movement in the air stirred my slumber and invited itself into the chambers of my mind. I was aware that my dreams had a new dimension to them. But in dreams, one can never be absolutely sure. I was taken to another time, another life, another world. Flowers grew on stalks taller than any tree I knew, and they were venerated for their scent and their beauty, but never severed from their body. There were people, but with a different aura. Their skin was coated with a rich opalescence that glowed in the daylight. They bathed in the dew that collected in the plant's immense conical leaves and laughed as flocks of songbirds joined them in the aromatic liquid. Below, winged antelope grazed in the gardens of tall buildings made of woven grass, golden-colored and bathed in the warmth of a sun that never set. It was a peculiar place. There was a baffling bond between the handsome people and the world that surrounded them, an uncanny balance of peace so alien to the world I knew. Mothers and fathers had bodies that aged, but hearts that remained with the innocence of children. There were no borders in their love, no lines of ownership drawn in the ground. Sharing was living, and living was sharing. I felt an elation as my heart was lifted on a cloud of content that rode sunbeams of music, making light of the travails of life. And then I recognized the opalescence of the people's skin for what it was, a reflection of the world in which they lived. I was confused, for it felt like I belonged, like I had been here before, that I was once one of these people, that I was once beautiful, that I was once content. My mind was in conflict with itself. I knew my world as one of greed, laced with the infection of industry as it choked the air. Yet I was in another place now, and they were both my worlds. I held my other self in my hands and sought to console myself as I tried to pursue meaning in the impossible. Who was I really? And where should I be? When should I be? What was my essence? Where was my soul? No mind was made to mediate matters of this manner. Panic sought to end the slumber that was the cell of this conflict. but I did not want this sleep to desist. Enlightenment, I feared, would never come if I woke too soon. Outside, a tired sun crawled its way from behind the horizon. Welts of light reached through the window, trying to shake me from my sleep. Inside, I spoke to myself. I forced a smile to salve the wounds of imminent departure. I was terrified that I would forever forget this moment, and the forgetting would be a pain that I could not endure. I had never said goodbye to myself before. The words were unspoken and uncertain, but as one me feared for his other, the second me was glad he knew that there had been a better place and time. And so I opened my eyes, and I was gone. In the garden of peace, the waters lay still, and the sun had ceased to cry. The wind collected the last of the free spirits, and they returned to the darkness of the lake, not knowing when the sun would weep again.
Oh, man, that. Oh, man, Steve.
Our storyteller. Our storyteller and
Man,
everything.
that was live, man. That was live, Steve. Yeah, man.
Well done.
Brilliant.
Definitely, man.
All right, Mr. Camille. Now, you had Queen and Steve that you got.
Right. And I know we got some heavy hitters in here, so I'm bringing one of my best pieces and a crowd favorite. This piece is called Viral Crop. Oh, what a viral crop we reap. They say you're faceless if your name can't be found on a Facebook list. I'm not hating. I'm on almost daily in search of a social gist. Socialists socializing over meaningless lists. Sometimes I feel the need to take a social media piss. Won't find your pride while mentally thriving on an Insta posted diss. Do you dare bare your soul live on Twitch? The internet is a haven for those searching to expose the glitch. Discussions online to peer past the curtains of the matrix. Googling for God while he sees through your emojis. Oh, what a viral crop we reap. How long can we sit idly by while people online are idolized for being fake and racist? It's a media shower with socially precipitated participants being received and consumed in abundance by recipients with their eyes wide open, but their minds are left token on a bong filled with status quo laid. Minorities captioned and captured in the act of being slain, laying dead, perpetrated by those supposed to aid. Served and protect has been swerved and deflected like the justice we seek. Watched helplessly by those both woke and people that won't sleep while injustice reigns in the streets. You don't want to see it at all on the TV or Facebook wall, and that somehow makes you the creep? Bah, bah, with your eyes in your phone screens, in the herd of media sheep. Make sure to spell check your intentions before the replies of indecency that you reap falls into your shallow hearts where you feel it deep. Using consonants and syllables to get strangers between your bed sheets. Oh, what a viral crop we reap. While the virus divides us all and forces people onto the government's financial teat, log off, relax, close your eyes and repeat. I shall cross the street, not online, but on my feet. I implore those to go and cross the line that decides who's strong and what's weak. Turning twerks into tweets and posing nude for the leaks, and then on Sunday salvation they seek. Oh, what a viral crop we reap. While the boys in blue are too childish and halt the life of a mother's making, forcing worldwide weeps. Forced to watch while the life is extinguished on display and to the death end with ease. Forced to feel the words in a different way as George exclaimed, I can't breathe. All lives matter is the same as a wife asking the husband, do you love me? And he replies, I love everybody. Can you see the tomfoolery? The folly of a system that uses human life to balance the scales of jewelry? Oh, what a viral crop indeed. When the hands in need are stepped on by those fat with products and greed, Immature, half naked on TikTok with the quotes displayed proclaiming the hashtag new me. You think flesh on a platter fulfills your needs, while innocents in the same grade are left in the streets to bleed? You think your part is done because of your Insta feed? Oh, what a viral crop indeed. The tapestry they've woven is a tangled web we weave with rips, tears, and burns in the fabric of our history, bleached whiter than Ku Klux sheets. Warped, folded, and wrapped tightly with a bow of rapists and thieves. Decade after decade, we are fed lies and taught deceit, told to stand proud, but never on our own feet. Oh, what a viral crop we reap. All the while, the world is sick, tired, and dying. Through it all, I provide for the lives that I keep. I stay smiling on my profile pics with my anchors to the world on display proudly. The pressure of social media's injustice won't knock me off my feet. And I keep myself and those around me in love and safety. Protected by introspection, my mind won't WikiLeak. With love, the words I promise I'll always keep. From the tree of the world's current status, this apple we shouldn't eat. That viral fields yield could never be sweet. It is the viral crop we keep that rots our social teeth. Oh, what a viral crop we reap. Blackout.
Blackout. Oh my God.
Oh,
I was screaming. You
come
know,
on,
you're
man.
muted,
Come
so
on.
I'm screaming. Oh my God.
Dope, man. Gotta
Thank
give
you.
Thank you, King.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm just going to say I had no doubt that you were going to be able to hold your own. I knew that you were going to come through for us and listen to you.
Hey,
Definitely was dope.
Just blew
Kenny was
out the
brilliant.
water.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Okay, one after another, you guys have just set the stage on fire. So now it's up to King and I to see what we can do to close out this show.
I ain't doing nothing.
I would like to thank our wonderful guests for joining us. They have just escalated the bar for anybody else who's going to come cross our paths in this show. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks.
I am Valerie Lorraine, and this piece is one of my favorites. I figured that I better try and find something good to read. Keep up with the Joneses on the screen here. This is called Sanctuary, and it will be in my upcoming book, My Life Untitled, which will be out within the next 30 days. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of interest where this came from. So I'm part of a writing group on Instagram called First Line Poets. And we get paired up every month with a new member of the group. So I was given this line, "You have been a sanctuary," from a poet whose profile name is Delicate Fade. And this is where that came from. And then as well, I just want to say that I was very proud to be able to include her profile name in my write. Such beautiful profile name. So here we go. Sanctuary. You have been a sanctuary unto my soul. Unknowingly, you came to me, the unexpected, soothing words, peaceful moments, sonnets to my heart, the muse to my poetry, the birth of stars that will be discovered and named. Lifeless days gained breath. Nights of discontentment became oasis of dreamscape. You unwrapped solace under the moon. This wanderlust heart listened as your utterances lifted me to new destinations. Wandering meadows of rustic reeds and wildflowers, searching starry-eyed heavens. Your sweetly discreet smile writes psalms in silence. I read each sentiment imparted, studying, so I will soon not forget the delicate fade. Your lyrics have me steadfast at peace, disassociated from the desolation I became. You draw my name on cresting waves. You carve it into rich sunset skies. You bury it in ancient caves for all of humanity. And because you whisper of me amongst the stars, when I utter my wishes to them, they will know who I am. You have been a sanctuary unto my soul. Valerie Lorraine.
We love you. We love
So
All right.
beautiful.
I
So
know, that was
beautiful.
lovely. Definitely
Thank you,
was.
friends.
Wow.
you. Bring
Ladies
us
and
there. You bring us to you. You speak and minister to our inner man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what I love about you.
thank you so much.
Definitely got
Thank you,
flower with
thank
that
you.
one.
I am going to pass the show on to King so that he can close out for us. And I'm going to ask him if he would indulge us with a piece as he closes as well.
Sure.
King.
I'm King Atterbury, and this is my piece titled, If You Only Knew. What if I showed you things outside of the norm? Would you travel places and have yourself reborn? Make a day every week with a newfound joy? Let's play around with life and share moments to explore. You're definitely a type that I like. Hey, what's up? Can I show you some love that I carry inside of a cup? Have some of my energy that is from the enemy? Protect your innocent frequency with a king delivery? Prayers for us on the cusp that's in between. I enjoy the special queen that do a thing, know what I mean? May we trust and believe in who we are to one another. Bond through communication, grab the world by its umbrella. If you allow me to touch a part of you that's sacred, I am not speaking of your bare physical, that part you're faced with. The essence of you that make you beautiful and truthful. Pleasurable time is suitable if you mind me close to you. Come to me when you feel it's the season for believing. Don't worry about me cheating, my loyalty is a pleasing. Beware of spin doctors that want you real bad. There's no flag on the play, so we have to laugh and blast. King.
The real king.
Ooh, let's go. All
King, you
hail the
Jamaican?
king.
King, you
Thank
Jamaican?
you. Huh?
Is the king Jamaican? 'Cause it sounds like we talking to each other. Cause I love you.
We'll talk about my ethnicity another time. But yeah, hey, it's been a beautiful show tonight. You all was the bomb. You know what I mean? Y'all really showed y'all true talent and y'all gift for writing. I mean, exploded on the scene. You know what I mean? And I want to thank everybody out there in Poetry Corner Universe for tuning in tonight on YouTube, Facebook. Hey, and like I always say, peace, love, and poetry, and we'll see you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We out. The Poetry Corner.
The Poetry Corner. The Poetry Corner.